Day one for Army Recognition editorial team at Milipol, Paris 2017, the International States Homeland Security Exhibition in Paris, France. 2 years ago, the city of Paris was under the attack of terrorists. It was the same situation 1 year ago at the Brussels airport in Belgium. Many international companies present latest innovation and technology for security and police forces, including aerial and land drones for surveillance and reconnaissance, security vehicles, non-lethal weapons, individual equipment, and more.
For Plasan, this is the first time that we are showcasing the Senkat SCAT in Milipol 2017 in Paris. And this particular version of the Senkat is presented here for the first time as an anti-riot vehicle. As you're all familiar with the previous Senkat vehicle, most of them were serving for police, security mission and military mission. And here in Milipol 2017, Plasan is presenting for the first time the Senkat SCAT with the non-lethal system for riot control missions. That is uses for anti-riot mission, mainly serving with the help of a non-lethal system. As you can see, there is a grenade launcher, there is a dazzling light, and also a sound blaster that help us to monitor any kind of riot that occur in the street. And the great thing about this particular vehicle is that the vehicle is rather small in size, but very powerful. We have more than 300 horsepower for that particular vehicle. It can go more than 120 kilometers per hour, and it is very, very agile, can operate very effectively inside urban territories and most of the populated city. Although it is very crowded, it can really maneuver very nice. And in fact, this is your new sport utility vehicle, armored one. So instead of using an armored Toyota Land Cruiser, you may take that vehicle that provides you a much higher level of protection with a higher horsepower and, of course, a higher ability to mitigate any kind of threats.
We will deliver the Survivor R to different polices in Germany. So the first customer now will get the vehicle in December 2017, in 2 weeks. The police of Saxony, so it was also in the press, so it's an official thing. It's a collaboration between Achleiten and Rheinmetall MAN military vehicles. So we sent the chassis, it's based on a truck chassis, a TGM 15-ton class truck chassis. We sent the truck chassis to Achleiten, and they make this body for the vehicle and also the interior for the vehicle. This vehicle is designed really for police and special forces. It's a security vehicle, and you see it's based on a 15-ton truck chassis, a commercial off-the-shelf truck chassis, and the body is a steel body with some add-on armor. The crew is up to 10 people, driver, let's say driver commander, and 8 people in the back, but also we have other configurations. So if the custom likes to have only 5 or 6 or 7 people, we can also manage this. The protection of the Survivor is up to level 3. Everything is customized. So you see a weapon station also from Rheinmetall Canada, but you can also put other weapon stations, remote control weapon stations on the roof of the vehicle. So everything is real customized, let's say.
Part of this universe. We are in this universe. But perhaps more important than both.
Santigon this year is very proud to introduce the Citadel in Milipol. multi-purpose vehicle dedicated for MOE, MOD, and multi-role vehicles. Also, we have the Fortress VE, which is a land cruiser dedicated for the GIGN. This vehicle is a multi-role vehicle, armored vehicle, especially for a command and control car, troop transport, ambulances, and very, very simple car, easy to use, very strong, based on chassis Toyota, which is the one that you can find in Africa everywhere, really easy to maintain. This vehicle can be offensive and defensive with all-around gun port, and also we can put a ring on the roof for putting guns. We are here in Milipol to show this vehicle, especially because visitors coming from Africa, Middle East, have really an interest on this type of vehicle. And we want to launch and relaunch this car in Africa.
When I reflect on that fact, I look up. Many people feel small because they're small and the universe is big, but I feel big.
Because my atoms came from those stars.
Indeed, we introduce a new range of ALTV. It is a successor of the first generation of ALTV, and we believe this is really a range dedicated to defense and security application, and very well adapted and fitted for this mission. Of course, for France, but also for export markets. So, of course, it is to adapt to the customers' requirements. So we have, as you said, the two pickups, actually one single cab and double cab. And the SUV is, of course, a closed bodywork, which allows a full protection of the passengers and the load. And, of course, in pickups, you have more versatility in the pickups and the flatbed behind the cab. You can adapt all kinds of equipment, including, as you could see on our exhibition, drones, for example, which can be fitted on the back flatbed. So today in Milipol, RTD is introducing a full new range of ALTV, a new generation of vehicle. We have in different versions, pickups with single cabs, double cabs, and also a station wagon. Alors, what is the advantage of this vehicle? We believe it's a very adapted and specifically adapted for defense and security, with a very high payload, the highest actually on the market. We also believe this is a very robust and simple offer. It also comes with a full range of services, which we believe is going to address all the customers' needs, whether it is for the French market, and actually it has been chosen by the French Armed Forces to replace the legendary P4, but also to export markets on all kinds of terrains.
The main activities of Milipol, we manufacture and design different sites for small armed force. Like we have a night vision, thermal, optic sights, and we have we cover all the different scenarios of the small armed force. We have here the NIX 200. Okay, the main features, it's a thermal, it's a dual channel product. Yeah, we have the thermal channel and we have the low light or day channel. We can choose between the two different, and of course, according to the customer need, you can put inside the daylight or low light, and also you have the thermal, and you can use also the different lens with the different magnifications. You can use it for 5.56, for 7.62 on 3.9, or 7.62 on 51. Okay, until this platform. the maximum use on thermal vision. You can use it until 300 meters. On the day or low light, it's effective until 150 meters. And the DRI, its detection is 500 meter, recognition is 200 meter, and identification in 100 meter.
CZ Strakonica was established as first company after splitting Czechoslovakia from the Austrian Empire in 1919 as first weapons production for the Czechoslovakian army and Czechoslovakian police. At the moment we are the biggest or the company with the biggest various calibers in the world. We have 18 calibers different from 22 and the only one in the world who producing rifles based on AR-15 in the calibers 6.5, 55, so 6.5 Swedish, and 7.5, 55, so 7.5 Swiss. So the A2 is, standard M4 or M16 is based with or producing our operation system with gas operated. We have made our own development in piston operated. Here it's a two-point regulation. Of course, it's a stroke piston system, which is for the shooting conditions is better than gas operated. For precision, it had no influence, but only the feeling, the handling, and the feeling of the rifle by shooting is with the piston better than gas operated. The main product is standard M4, so you have lower receiver, upper receiver with the port cover. The carrier is going back to the stock. It's a standard M4 military mil-spec or for the civilian 6-position stock. And standard trigger, every production or every dimension is in inches, so fully compatible with M16 or M4 parts, also for third users. If somebody prefer, special triggers, special accessories like ambiguous bolt catches or whatever, so it's fully compatible with that. Also handguard system, it's a normal standard what is available on the market without any problems.